Good morning, everybody. Something a little different for breakfast this morning, and that is lasagna with instant potato and tortilla. Because I'm out of my breakfast cereals, as you know, my fruit supply is running very low, but today's resupply day. So that's a good thing. Of course, I've got my coffee. That's a good thing too. The night last night here at the camp at the river, at the pavilion in Port Clinton, excellent. If there's a drawback at all, it's the highway noise. And trains go through there. A couple of trains I noticed. But I still slept pretty damn good. So, no complaints whatsoever. It was really good. What date is it today? I think it's May the 26th. Let's have a look on the phone. I think it's May 26th today. It is, May 26th. And I think it is, well, let's have a look on the chart. So this time, we're not hiking when we're doing this. So we can look on the log and see what actual day we're at. Because quite often I'm guessing. Don't know. I don't even understand what I write sometimes. It's day 91. Day 91 today. It's a 0 day. It's a resupply day. It's a hotel day tonight. So that's a shower. I had my shave yesterday when the lady did my hair. She did the shave, everything. It was great. Anyhow. So far, I am loving Port Clinton. Beautiful little town. What I've seen of it so far. I guess there's two communities in one here, kind of. I noticed that a lot in Pennsylvania, but it's Port Clinton and Hamburg. Right now I'm in Port Clinton, which seems to be at the top, and Hamburg seems to be at the bottom. Going to be an easygoing day. Restaurant food. Might hit the Dunkin' Donuts today. Cabela's, maybe get some fuel. I might need some fuel for my stoves. Yeah, that's it. It's a nice easy day. Tomorrow, hey, thunderstorm Friday and Saturday, today being Thursday, so I leave tomorrow morning early ish, depending. So yeah, thunderstorms Friday and Saturday, showers, this kind of stuff. So not raining all day, and then after that again it's supposed to be nice as I push towards Delaware Water Gap, which I'll start that tomorrow morning. About 76 miles to Delaware Water Gap from here and the end of Pennsylvania. I'm gonna finish my dinner breakfast. Talk to you later. After I don't know how long, I'm once again attempting, but I cannot. It's actually broken now. So I cannot now repair the articulating arm for my GoPro, which is the camera I'm filming with right now. So that's garbage. So what I have now is just the selfie type handle, and then the screw-in tripod, which is attached to the bottom of the handle right now, and that's what the GoPro sits on. Maybe I'll just try to take a picture of that and post it, and you can see, remove some things. Maybe you can see what I'm talking about from the picture. Hang on. I'm gonna take a picture. Okay, try one more of those. Picture. Okay, so that's a picture of my GoPro. I'm going to pop that up there now. Hopefully it works. Okay, so that's it. The articulating part is no longer working. So I just have the handheld, like one stick with the GoPro on, and then the tripod, which actually screws in the bottom of the handle. That's it. Best we can do with that. Although I am going to hit Walmart today. I'm going to see if there's anything that's reasonably priced that I can extend with, like an extension kind of selfie stick for a GoPro. But I don't know. If not, we're going to make this do for the rest of the hike. That's it. Nothing else I can do. Well, after the shuttle ride by Cabela's to the Cabela's store, I ended up picking up a gas canister at Cabela's and 2 granola with blueberries, Mountain House, which I love. I'm sure you know that. And 1 chicken fried rice meal. Now we have to cross a busy highway, but we did just stop at Dunkin' Donuts. There's Trillium and Professor in front of me. They're waiting to cross the road. What we're going to do is we're going to let them go first, and if they make it without getting squashed, then we're going to give it a try. But we'll let them go first and see what happens. It's a busy road, but the hotel just happens to be at the other side of this busy road. Okay, so we're heading to the Micro Hotel. Okay, so we checked into the Micro Hotel right here in Port Clinton. As you can see, we're pretty much already trashed the room. And 3 beds together. We've got the bunk in. We've got 1 Ica right there. That's Cobra. How you doing, Cobra?
Good, how are you?
Right on. He's getting his gear ready. I got my stuff over there. Professor, well, he's in the shower right now, getting himself all cleaned up. I'm going to jump in there next. Just a quick peek at basically a Hiker trash room right here in Port Clinton. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit later on. Well, after a stay at the Micro Motel in Port Clinton, we're back. Look, we're right back where we left off, right at the Port Clinton Fire Company Incorporated Firehouse. Hikers right there. That's Professor Cobra and Trillium. They're getting ready to hit the trail too today. They also stayed at the motel. In fact, the 2 guys on the right are the ones I shared the motel room with. We have got a big climb to start with right out of Port Clinton. I think it's about 1,200 feet. Thunderstorms coming somewhere around 1 o'clock. There's a shelter a little over 15 miles in. I'm thinking that might be my destination for the day, but you know what? I don't know for sure. Just depends on the weather, depends on the rain, depends on how tough the climb is. The climb looks pretty tough. It's pretty much straight up. This is the foothill part of the climb that you see right there above those buildings. But it goes much higher behind that. Hey, beautiful little community. That is for sure.
That's the best I can do. Even that.
Well, you know what? Jasper here. It's May the 27th. It's a Friday. And this is day 92 on the Appalachian Trail. Hope everybody has a great day. We're going to talk to you down the trail. The fog, the mist, the clouds. We're very much in the clouds. We've just finished about a 1,200 foot climb. First climb of the day, right out of the gate. Humid, no wind at all, no breeze. Covered in sweat. What a way to start off day 92. Full resupply. Pack's pretty much as heavy as it can get. However, I'm not carrying camp water. If we were, it would be another 4.5, 5 pounds, 5, 6 pounds heavier than it is right now. Could you imagine that? Well, there's times when we have to do that, but hopefully not today. So the plan, well, we got weather, some possibilities of severe weather, thunderstorms, rain, gusty winds coming. Tornado warnings again. Very much like when we left the last community we were in. Just can't think of the damn name of it right now, but we stayed at the Outdoorsy hostel there. 6 days ago, whatever. So yeah, today, that excuse me, there's a shelter at 6 miles in. That's just a little too soon. Excuse me. There's another shelter at 15.1, and that is what I am aiming for. But what it means is, according to the weatherman, the weather's going to get here before I get to the shelter. So I will have to kind of, I believe, at some point today, this morning, early afternoon, lunch, I don't know. I'll have to button down the hatches, rain gear and so on. I've got my pack cover on right now because there's just so much moisture here that all the greenery of the growth is covered in water. Your pack would be soaked anyhow, just from contact water. So yeah, we're going to have a day, that's for sure. We're going to have a weather day. Tomorrow is going to start to clear. And then after that, tomorrow being Saturday, then after that, Sunday and the next several days after that look great as we push towards Delaware Water Gap out of Hamburg, Port Clinton. So that is the plan. Right this minute, I've got somewhere around 975 miles left to do of the Appalachian Trail. So even though that sounds like a huge number, in all truthfulness, it's music to my ears, simply because to me it's a one heck of a lot less than I had to do. And I know I've got some of the hardest trail yet to come, but I think I've still got a fair bit of easier trail too yet to come. So it becomes a push, it becomes a tit for tat, if you will, yin and yang. For every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. It all balances out. In the words of Blackjack, it becomes a push. However, I know we've got some really challenging stuff coming. Stuff to make big men cry. Okay. Just a little morning update. It's only about 9:30. Right this minute we're on a nice piece of flat. Pretty much easy going, few rocks, but nothing to concern with really. So yeah, day 92 has definitely begun. Okay, let's go. It seems to me, and could or could not be, that day 92 is giving us the most elevation gain we've had for quite a while. We have had some serious climbs today, and I think right now we're climbing to, I think it's called Rock Chair Lookout or Point, something like that. Rocky trail, challenging, and wet. And we have trail runners coming. We'll grab a little footage of that. How you doing? Local trail runners training. Keep in mind, we left Hamburg and Port Clinton this morning, and Hamburg is quite a large community. So I think the locals use this for their training, this climb, or these climbs that we've had today out of Port Clinton. I think they use that for their training, because I've seen a couple of trail runners this morning, or so far today. Pushing towards noon, I've got about, I'm going to guess, I'm going to throw out there about 7.8, 7.9 miles till I hit a particular shelter that I'm looking at. And the only thing that's concerning me is the weather and possibility of space or not space in that shelter. The shelter houses 6 people, and we have severe thunderstorms coming through, tornado warnings again, all this kind of stuff, and same as we had last week actually. And I've already seen 4 people go by me that I know are going to that shelter, which, if nobody else is out there, leaves 2 spots, one for me, one for somebody else. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I have a good tent, and again, I use the Big Agnes Copper Spur UL2, which is a good solid tent waterproof, and it protects me fine. But you're packing up in the rain or setting up in the rain, and you're packing up a wet tent in the morning, which is extra weight to carry with all that water on the tent. So if I can, I do like a shelter only on bad weather. It's the only time that I prefer a shelter. Anyhow, having said all that, I'm going to be coming up on a little break soon, but not until I reach the top of this particular climb, because I'm getting hungry and my legs are getting tired. My hip is giving me trouble still, if not more so actually, from that fall I had a while back. Well, quite a while back now. It's a bit of a concern that that hip is still hurting. Last night, a sharp, red-hot poker type pains going through my hip when I turned over in bed. It really got me. Okay, a little less whining and a little more climbing. Something I just realized, when I did away with the 2 arms of the extension of my articulated selfie stick from my GoPro, the one that had been giving us so much trouble every time you kind of, you know, just disappear and start looking at the sky, was because those joints of that selfie stick were so weak. So I got rid of the 2 sections, which gave me just the one handheld section and then the 3-leg tripod that screws into the bottom. What I never thought about at the time was I would not be able to now mount the GoPro to my chest strap of my pack. I did that by just splitting open a little bit the legs and sliding the strap through those legs. So in the past, when I've shown you some challenging sections and so on, that's where that GoPro has been mounted, which left me free to use both hands for my trekking poles and scrambling and so on. Right now, I don't have that. And we are summiting, getting ready to summit this particular challenge. So I'm showing you a little bit right now. You can see all the rocks ahead. Yeah, typical of Pennsylvania. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera off now and put it away so I can use both hands. And then I'll show you whatever we can see once we get to the top, which promises to be nothing because we're in the clouds. Okay. Well, after that amazing climb, this is the view we get today. And you know what? It's pretty good. It's okay. Some of the hikers taking a break. And I'm going to take a break too, and then we're going to push on. Yeah. Rocks are slippy.
I know. I'm trying to be careful.
Me too. I'm thinking it's around 2 o'clock-ish, and about 4.4 miles to where I'm planning on camping, which I think is called the Eckville shelter. And if there's room in the shelter, I'll take it, only because of the weather. If not, I'll set up my tent. It says there's water there, and it says there's even showers. It's an ATC-owned building, so apparently there's showers there. But it only bunks 6 people in the actual shelter. And I know of at least 4 ahead of me, but who knows? Who knows how many there actually are. Just take a look at this trail right now as I kind of give you a bit of a fill-in as to what's kind of going on over the next few days anyhow. So first of all, today is day 92. As you know, we just left our time at the micro motel in Hamburg. We were shuttled back to really this Port Clinton, which is part of Hamburg, I guess, where we picked up the trail right at the fire department, Port Clinton Fire Department, and we headed north. We've started off, well, we started off this morning with a really solid climb, followed by a little bit of flat, and then another really solid climb. getting us up to the rock chair pinnacle, or rock pinnacle, something like that. And that was the outlook that was kind of misty and hazy and foggy and cloudy. We took a break there. We had our an apple that we packed out from the hotel this morning's breakfast, some potato chips that I had, so on, a drink of electrolyte water, and so be it. So the plan, well, I just checked, and I have a total of 66 miles left to get to Delaware Water Gap from where I was 10 minutes ago. So 66 miles to Delaware Water Gap, which is the end of Pennsylvania. Now my schedule for that is to arrive there on Tuesday unless something changes, today being Friday. So basically over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and arrive Tuesday. And if I do my normal kind of paces, today being slightly shorter, somewhere between 14 and 15, but again, you know, with the severe thunderstorm warnings, and it has been raining. It just stopped. If you notice, I had my rain jacket on. I just took my rain cap off. But it has been raining, and then it just stopped a few minutes ago. Gave me a little reprieve from that, but no thunderstorms yet. And it wasn't raining particularly hard, just a steady rain. So yeah, that would give me, basically, if I do kind of what I normally do, somewhere around 8 to 11 miles. Less would be better, and it could possibly be less on Tuesday to get me into Delaware Water Gap. In Delaware Water Gap, there's a couple of hostels and of course motels and so on, but one hostel interests me. It's a church-run hostel, and it's done on donation basis, and they have overflow. If the bunkhouse is full, you can tent there, and it still gives you access to whatever. I think they have showers, water, and maybe possibly a kitchen setup, I don't know. But anyhow, so that is kind of my plan. I can save a little bit of money. I did save money last night. I split the micro hotel, motel, and the shuttle between two other guys, so those three of us came to $150 for everything. That's motel, shuttle, the whole bit, and so that cost us $50 a piece. So that was good. And that's why it's actually good to kind of hook up with other hikers here and there, and then that way you can all benefit from saving money. It would have cost me $150 alone if I'd have elected to do that by myself, but with two other hikers, $50 a piece. We all benefited from that, I'm sure. So yeah, in Delaware Water Gap, that finishes Pennsylvania. As you walk over the bridge, I believe painted right onto the sidewalk as you walk over the bridge, is leaving Pennsylvania and the entering New Jersey. Whew, that's going to be a big thing next Tuesday, entering New Jersey. We're really starting to get north here, although we still got a long way to go, so we won't get too excited, but we're getting there. We're getting there. By the end of this particular day, I'll be somewhere down to about 960 miles-ish to finish this puppy, put this trail to bed. Anyhow, so that's my plan over the next few days, is to keep heading north, do the miles I can do, and arrive on Tuesday in Delaware Water Gap. And that'll be, of course, my next resupply town, my next shower, my next electricity. And again, that would be, let me see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that would be arriving on the 5th day from departing Hamburg, which is about my standard, my staple, my normal. Not sure what comes after that, but I know we'll see. I'm going to go through an area where, and I don't know where it is, somewhere north, New York, maybe, I don't know, where guys are telling me every day you go past a deli or an ice cream shop or something. That'll be nice. And we're going to walk through a zoo. And there's an area where you can camp, and it's at a drive-in movie. You get to watch the drive-in movie for free for through hikers. So we got a lot of things that are really designed. Where are we? Hamburg Municipal Authority Water Supply, the Furnace Creek Watershed. We're just leaving that. And it says, you are here. Excuse me. My my allergies are kicking up a fuss right now. I did take an allergy pill this morning. But anyhow, so yeah, we've got some really interesting things to look forward to. Things that, you know, you're not going to be in the wilderness particularly. At points, you know, you're going to be in society at delis and ice cream shops with, you know, other people. And sometimes there's a comfort in that, especially when you're out in mountains or wherever for such a long period of time, it seems like, and you're pretty much by yourself. This would be a great camping area. Just take a look at this area right here. I bet you, well, I'd camp right over here in the corner if I needed to. If the weather was really bad, it's not that bad. If it was just the end of the day, I'd be fine in there. Right in the corner, right by the trail. Well, I'm not sure where the last water was. I wasn't paying attention because I know there's water where I plan on camping. Anyhow, a little bit to fill you in. Oh, now, after I sneeze, my nose starts running like a crazy man's. Oh. It's funny, it was only a few years ago I started with allergies. Before that, I never had an issue. Anyhow, we're going to keep pushing north. We're going to push to the shelter. We're going to see if we get a spot in the shelter, which would be nice. I'd have to set up a tent in the rain. We don't have to break down a tent in the rain. Oh. And I don't have to carry a wet tent tomorrow if I get in the shelter. We'll see. We'll see. Day 92. Nowhere else I'd rather be. Well, I don't know about that. Nowhere else I'd rather be, guys. We are going to put this puppy to bed one day. Oh yeah. Well, the rain has come with a vengeance, and the rumbling, the thunder. Haven't seen any lightning yet, but the trail is starting to get flooded a little bit. Quite a bit of water just came down in the last 15 minutes. So the trail, well, we are descending right now. It's actually not a bad trail at all, thank goodness. We're not on boulder rocks or anything, and we have somewhere around 2.3 miles till we hit the Eckerd, I think it's Eckerd or Elkerd shelter. So, you know what? We have no choice just to keep going right now. Temperature, well, obviously it drops quickly when you get wet. I got my raincoat on with my rain cap. So my torso is pretty much flying. I don't have rain pants on, so my shorts soak instantly. Oh, there's the thunder. I don't know if you can hear that. It's just up a little bit, but coming much closer. Anyhow, so the temperature's not bad. So we're still quite comfortable, kind of physically. So we can keep going. Hopefully just get to the shelter and hopefully get a spot in there and get ourselves organized for the night, the rest of the afternoon and the night. Have a cup of hot chocolate or a cup of coffee, and yeah, just kind of settle in. It's the best we can do on a day like today. And if we can do that, we still got our, say, 14, 15 miles in. So that's still over our minimums, and it's over our overall average. So it's a positive day, and that's fine. Listen up. Oh, thunder. I can hear it. Anyhow, let's just listen to the sound of the storms for a moment, shall we? The rain. Well, after a long day, we are at the Elkerd shelter. Right behind me, you see a group of hikers at the table there. That house is one of the Appalachian Trail Conservatory houses. Has a caretaker. There's the shelter. And over here, well, everybody's clothes were wet today because of the rain. And there's the privy with a shower. Yeah, a shower. So there you go. The end of day number 92. 93 will start tomorrow. Today's May the 27th. And we did 15.2 miles today. Nothing much else to report other than, you know, well, we had some thunder. We had a lot of rain. Supposed to start improving, but tonight we're going to get more thunder, more rain. And then I think tomorrow morning it starts to improve, and during the day tomorrow. Then the next days are going to be better days without the rain. And it's supposed to start getting warm again, like hot again, back into the 90s again. So that's going to be exciting, of course, once you get into that hot weather and hiking. Okay, you know what, guys? I'll talk to y'all in the morning.